folks. We're here with Catherine. Catherine's our professional. We have a violin here. It was actually marketed for the music store called Music and Arts. It has a model number ML, Mike Lima, -405. What most people don't know is that this violin was actually manufactured by Eastman Strings, which is just a very renowned, very great name in musical instruments, almost like Yamaha is for pianos and such and synthesizers. But anyway, so Eastman Strings made this. It was marketed as a intermediate to advancing in violin level. It's full size. We put on some Jargar Evoke strings, which are a little more on the brighter side, so maybe tending more towards soloist, but more of a powerful string. And we want to hear it, so that's why Catherine's here, and give it a try.
Overall, the instrument has a nice bright tone, and it's very clear. You really hear every single note, so it has a lovely clarity to the sound already just with those scales right off the bat. Probably about 20 years since I've played that passage, so forgive me. But overall, it just has a really nice, healthy, responsive sound, which, if you're a student studying violin, it is so important to have a good quality instrument. Not that you have to absolutely break the bank, when you're a student studying and you're either starting out or you're wanting to upgrade or push into, the intermediate level. It's very important to have a responsive and clear violin. Otherwise, if you're having an instrument that is, not really doing what you want it to do, or the sound is kind of muddied up, or let's be real, there are some violins out there that sound like cardboard. It's very discouraging, and you don't want to pick up your instrument all the time in practice, because why do you want to hear cardboard when you're trying to make pretty violin sounds? So I think this instrument, before I play more, it's really perfect for someone who is on their violin journey, who is working through the Suzuki books, or the Solos for Young Violinists by Barbara Barber. This is such a perfect instrument for it because it's so responsive and it's so clear, and it has a very lovely tone. So of course, let's put that to the test even more. I'm gonna be so wrong. I really can't remember. But it has like such a good response. And especially with the double stops, some instruments really don't handle double stops very well, especially, instruments that are of lower quality. This handles double stops quite well. They're very clear, you hear it, you get the energy that you need. It's just really doing what I want it to do. And that is just so perfect for someone who is studying, because you have to have an instrument that will respond to your effort and to your, the hard work that you're putting into it, all of your practice. So already that was pretty self-explanatory with everything that I just played. This is also a pretty fantastic bow. I'm going to pronounce it badly, but Carl Weimer. This is a very springy and responsive bow, and the instrument was responding to the bow and to the technique that I was pushing into it. So, and that song, that piece that I just played, Tardis, is really like one of the starter advanced pieces, and it handled it very, very well. So if you're a student and you're wanting to start out on an instrument, you're wanting to upgrade, or you just you're well, really, those are really the only two options. If you're wanting to upgrade or you want to start out on your instrument, this is a great place to upgrade to or to start. It will really give you the sound that you want. It will, and it's, it really feels like it's kind of in the neutral area. The evokes do brighten the sound, but if you want it to go a little warmer, change the strings and tap the sound post a little bit, and it will definitely warm right up. It doesn't sound like an overwhelmingly bright instrument, and I think the strings just kind of add a little bit to that side of the instrument. But if you wanted to warm it up, it's totally possible. But this is just really, it's just so perfect for someone who, really just wants to play in their school orchestra or participate in solo ensemble. And who knows, with a few adjustments, you could probably even take this to college. There's a lot of adjustments that can be made with any instrument. But overall, really, really fantastic job with this one.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the demo there, Catherine. And there's a lot of people not familiar with the Yargar strings, the Evokes. It's a newer string on the market. It's marketed towards kind of like the Eva Perazzis, only a cheaper version. They last longer, and they get some of that higher, kind of a brighter sound. So, lovely violin made by Eastman Strings, but it was marketed and made for Music and Arts, the ML-405, and it has a lovely single piece back on there, and it's a gorgeous violin, almost in new condition. So, ready for you, ready for the new owner. So, thanks for your time. Play on, my friends.